Hey everybody, this is Dave with Blue Line Battle Sports and captain of the Walton Lockdown Paintball Team. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about some of our custom jerseys that we picked up from Syed Sports, as opposed to one of the bigger companies that y'all are used to, like Raza and Anthrax and so on. We were looking for a budget because most of our teams, correctional officers, don't get paid a whole lot of money, so we needed something that was going to be high quality but affordable. And we came across Syed Sports. We took a chance on it. And I just want to let y'all know about our experiences with these jerseys. Now, for $35, you're going to get a fully padded jersey. Okay, so you got chest pad, you got elbow pad, you got the thumb loops on the cuffs, and these are all optional. You can get them without it if you want, or you can order them. And we opted to order them, get kind of a little deluxe package with it, and then also we went ahead and sent them our sponsor logos and whatnot, and that got taken care of for us very, very well. So usually people equate cheap or affordable with cheap quality, and that's not what these are. These are actually very well made. I've already run this one through a tournament. I've got no snags, no tears. The stitching's still holding together very, very well. The sublimation on it looks great. With my little team, Order 66, we went through another company, and it didn't come out this clear. You can actually see the diamond pattern in the Blue Line Battle Sports logo. That's something that came out very cloudy on the more popular companies. I'm not going to name names because honestly, I thought their jerseys were shit. There's no other way to put it. The other jerseys that we ordered from a very well-known company, they pilled in the woods. They were thick for Florida. That's just awful. They're horribly hot. They were uncomfortable. The graphics, and they're the exact same graphics I sent to Syed Sports. The exact same came out fuzzy and just didn't look right. Now with these, they look very, very sharp. I'll go ahead and show you. We start out with our Florida Department of Corrections logo because all of us are correctional officers. Our Vulcan logo came out very, very nice and crisp, clean. Brothers in Arms Paintball, which is our home field and our sponsor field, it also came out very, very, very sharp. The Armed Forces, the Armed Force Paintball store, which they're online. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description. Came out very sharp, and that's a very intricate design, and nothing's blurry, nothing's out of place, nothing's out of focus. It's great. And again, I mentioned earlier, Blue Line Battle Sports, you can actually see the diamond plate on it. With the other company, not so much, which is odd because we spent $60 on the other jerseys beforehand, and these were just $35. The numbering and lettering came out very, very nice. This camera's just backwards, working weird here. And as did the thin silver line, which is corrections instead of blue for regular police. Or real cops, as we like to joke about. Anyway, the jerseys fit well. I went ahead and I got a 2XL. I'm about 6'1" and 245 pounds, and it's fine. We do have a couple little critiques on it, though. No jersey's perfect. I would wish that they had taken these cuffs and done a reinforcement loop around them, kind of like with dye or whatever. This, it's not that it tore. This was worn all through a tournament, didn't break. It just feels flimsy to me. I would like to see them put like a band around it, kind of like dye, or some of the other larger companies do. And then in the forearms, I'm not the hugest guy in the world, but just because of the job, I do have to have a certain level of fitness. And there's a little tight on the forearms. Everything else fits great. I mean, absolutely great. It's decent length. It's not tight in the chest. I can move just because it's a thinner material. It's great for summer. You can see right down here, it's vented, so it breathes really well down here, and especially in the southeast. Overall, I would highly, highly recommend these jerseys. Again, $35. They'll do custom work. They do pants. They do bandanas. They do everything. Really, everything you need for your team. And they do it at a much more affordable price than, say, Anthrax or Raza or Social, where you're looking anywhere between $85 and $100 a jersey. Also, Syed Sports does not charge a design fee. I went ahead and I made this crappy Photoshop design. Not even Photoshop, really. I mean, I just kind of took some images and threw them on a template that I got off of another site. I'll put that up, as you can see right here. Wasn't great, and they managed to pull it out and make it look exactly like what we wanted it to do. Turnaround time on these, way better than the other companies. That other company I was talking about that I went through with the jersey wasn't as good. That took almost 4 months to get that jersey. This took me 2 weeks. Literally, from the time we paid for the order to the time it arrived at my front door was 12 days. 12 days. and it was here all the way. It came from overseas, like most of your stuff does. Even when you buy from American companies, they outsource because we don't have a lot of stuff here in the States to make this kind of stuff. Especially when you find products that are a little bit on the more cost-effective side, all that stuff's shipped out. So you're ordering direct from the source. They do a fantastic job. I'm working right now with Syed Sports to try and set up a U.S. website portal so that it's easier to find online. You go to Facebook. I'll put that down here below, or in the link if I can't figure out YouTube because I'm fucking old. Directly their Facebook page. Their Facebook page is where you order, you direct message Syed. You'll talk to the owner himself, and then he will set you up. Right now, I'm working on a website page for them. I was so impressed with the jerseys themselves that I was like, hey man, listen, I'll help you out. I'll get you a web presence here in the United States. They're not sponsoring us to say this. They're not paying us to say any of this. The jerseys are just really good quality, and they're really, really affordable for your starting out teams or even your experienced teams. I mean, why spend $100 when you spend $35 for the same thing? Works great, looks great. Again, check these jerseys out. They're totally worth it. They'll show up fast, they'll look good, and they'll keep you going on the field. Till next time.